All right, we're hanging out here in the Carrier booth here. This is a lot of fun. Dee Dee, let's talk about this new technology.
Absolutely. We're excited to be here to introduce IntelliSense technology. It's basically what we're doing is we are expanding on Carrier's mission, and that mission is to improve the connection between the homeowner and the dealer through the utilization of equipment data and comfort settings. So what we do is where we start is we're adding sensors to formerly non-communicating two-stage and single-stage equipment. On the indoor units, we are adding supply air temperature and return air temperature sensors, as well as we will collect blower motor RPM and basic fault codes. On the outdoor equipment, our ACs and our heat pumps, we are going to add suction line and liquid line pressure and temperature sensors, as well as an outdoor air temperature sensor. With those sensors in place, IntelliSense technology comes to life. With our ecobee for Carrier smart thermostat, when it sends a call for heating or cooling, that equipment data will then funnel over standard 24-volt thermostat wiring and back up to the thermostat. Once there, that Wi-Fi enabled thermostat will take that equipment data as well as the thermostat data and send it to our Carrier cloud and then over to our digital tools, the connected portal, as well as the Service Tech app.
So they can sit there, that service tech can log in and look at your system before they can even get out to your house.
Yes, absolutely, as long as the homeowner shares permission to share, they give the permissions to share their equipment data as well as remote access. If the homeowner allows that data to be shared, yes, that Service Tech app remotely from the office can look at the overall health of that system right from the office, and they can see things like not only those pressure temperatures, but they can see delta T, subcooling, superheat. They can actually troubleshoot and diagnose right then and there. And what's so important about that is if there is a need to roll a truck to the home, they're sending the right part with the right service tech the first time.
How many times do you sit there, they come out, it's something that you haven't maintained for a while, and that's one of the keys, guys, too, is just get that service done, because a lot of these things in the past, you could have caught earlier. Every time that I've had a furnace failure, it's on me, because I didn't get it caught earlier.
Absolutely, and another beautiful thing about this is, those alerts, when there is an issue that may arise, is going to be alerted to that dealer. And that dealer will be able to go in that system and then make that contact with the homeowner if a recommendation and a repair is needed, sometimes without the homeowner even knowing there was an issue to begin with.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like, oh, it must be just not working right today or something, and it gets blown off, but it's giving you that sign that there's something wrong that's getting ready to happen.
100%. I mean, it's really a connected smart system providing smart service with the smartest techs and providing the best customer service now in the industry for our Performance Series line of products.
And it's nothing crazy. It's going through your thermostat wire that you've got that's already connected up.
Absolutely, 100%. It's a simply smart system.
Dee Dee, this is great. Thanks for sharing this today. This is absolutely amazing. It's going to change how people look at heating and cooling in their homes and how they get help. All right, we're standing here in the Carrier booth, and I'm talking to Brooke. Thanks for coming on today. This is some cool new stuff.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So we're super excited to share that we've streamlined serviceability with incorporating near-field communication into our existing Carrier Service Tech app to really make installation quick, easy, and help from diagnostics and troubleshooting perspective as well. You can do all that through the new Carrier Service Tech app without power and without HVAC Partners login required.
Wow, that is super cool. So that changes that game again.
It does, and where you talked about our great Infinity systems, this new technology is launching across all of our tiers, so you're going to see it in our Comfort Series, our Performance Series, and the Infinity Series, making sure that every technician has the opportunity to use the new technology.
See, it's great because I've got an Infinity system in my house, and so it was really great to be able to email my service tech that I have had worked on, that installed it, and go, hey, can you look at this? And he goes, hey, I'll come out and do some adjustments. I know exactly what we have to do.
Yeah, so you're going to see our new furnace platform have our new control board. And so we'll have a new display where we're sharing fault code communication, where today we just have a flashing LED. But the real exciting thing, as I mentioned, is that near field communication piece, where our future's a tap away.
Wow, that is super cool. Right there.
Right there.
That is cool.
Would you like to see a quick demo of it?
Let's do it, yeah.
All right, perfect. So if I'm an installer I can come and I'm going to do a quick connection. So it's near field communication, the same technology as Apple Pay or Android Pay. I'm just going to hold my NFC capable device up, and I've pulled off the existing settings that are on that control board. I can now easily from my phone make adjustments based upon the airflows needed for that specific installation. We've also built in specifically some quality improvements into the app. So we have suggested some speeds based upon your condensing outdoor unit to really help streamline, get the technician where they need to be from an airflow perspective. But you would go through, make your changes from an installer perspective. Once I've agreed to them, I do another quick tap and I've updated that furnace control. Really making dip switches and tap selections a thing of the past.
Great. Thanks for taking the time today. This is an amazing new system, and it's great to see some new products like this coming out that makes it easy for them and for people like me, the homeowner. Let's talk about some fittings here, man, because we're over here in the quick fitting booth, and you and I have been very anti-shark bite, and I'll just say it because I've had too many problems. You've got the answer here with these. Let's talk about some of this stuff.
Well, number one, the way they're made, that's what makes all the difference. And when they first reached out to me, as you know, I went up to Providence, Rhode Island, because I've seen people test things before.
Yep.
Some people aren't always honest about it. So I said, look, I want to come up there, I want to test it, I want to do it. And we literally watched this hold 3 times the pressure that SharkBite did. Believe it or not, almost 3 times the pressure Press to Connect did.
That was the shocking part, like we talked about.
That blew my mind.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
I wasn't ready for it. But the
No.
cool thing about this, and I just want to show you real quick, is if you've ever put the other brand together, they can be a pain to take apart.
I hate it.
They've got a tool for it, but it just doesn't work great. This one here, literally, Eric, you slide it on, push it all the way in. It is that easy.
So no
You
words
don't
with
gotta find
asterisks
it.
in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Well, you may still have those, but not because they're trying to get it apart.
There we go. Well, you're doing that because you're already fixing something, right?
Well, I love it. It works. You're there to fix it. Why not fix it right? Why not make it easy on you, on the homeowner, on your plumbers, whoever it is?
I mean, I always like copper, sweating copper, but if you're a homeowner, that can be tough. And sometimes you're in places that maybe you don't want to get that door chop.
There's a lot of places you don't. Now, me being an old school plumber, I always look back at it and say, look, for 40 years, for 100 years, however long some people have been plumbing, we found a way. But it's always, you go home at night and you're thinking, man, I hope that house doesn't catch on fire today. I hope it doesn't catch on fire. And because you know you had a flame on the wall, you did things like that. This, like you said, takes that away. And it's something that you can trust. 75-year warranty, 3 times what SharkBite has. And if you're a registered contractor, you register the fact that you use the fitting. They'll also pay for any repairs caused by a leak in the first 7 years.
That is the big thing. I'm not aware of any company that does that on any fitting anywhere.
No, not at all. I've never even heard of it.
No, not at all. But and the cool thing is it works with PEX, it works with CPVC, it works with all those.
Copper, PEX, PERT, CPVC.
Wow.
And people say, what's the easiest way to join things? And they used to ask me that. How do we join it without having a solder, without having to glue? And I'm like, you know what, if you want to do it right, you need to solder an adapter on, you need to glue an adapter on, you need to wait for it to dry, and then you need to put it together. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not
That's
anymore.
great.
Take it, push it together, it works.
Dude, thanks so much today, man. This is great. Great to see this stuff in person.
It is.
I mean, what's cool is these are so simple, but
the big difference is the way they're machined. They're not just cold pressed, nothing like that. They're machined, but they've also got it for electrical.
Get out.
They've got it in copper and brass, and they're coming out with stainless steel. The big problem is a lot of people use these under a slab. They don't wrap them. They don't protect them. The stainless steel, you don't have to wrap. Push it together. It's good.
Set it and forget it.
And you're done. Walk away. Go home.
All right, brother. Thanks so much spending the time with again. It's always good to be hanging out with a friend.
Thanks for coming by.